Hi everyone, Greg here. Well, here we have today my vegan correspondent, Chasca. Now Chasca's going to make me a vegan hamburger. Now we all know what vegan food's like, right? I actually quite like it, and well, I've had some cooking from Chasca before and it's been really great. So
Thanks.
I'm really looking forward to trying your vegan hamburger that you're going to cook from scratch, mind you. Now you are a fashion designer by trade.
I am a fashion designer by trade.
And this is one of your creations.
It is.
So we'll leave a link down below to Chasca's website and everything. But anyway, it's not about the clothing, it's about the cooking. So now Chasca, why don't you show us what ingredients you're using today?
Alright, so today I am using, so this is the main ingredient. This is what makes it nice and meaty. This is soy flakes or textured vegetable protein. It's got lots of protein in it and it's what sort of binds everything, makes it really juicy and yum. Then I've also got beetroot, so just some baby beets. They sort of add a nice flavor, make it a little bit tasty. I don't know. It's pretty good. Okay. We've also got here, which is some ground flaxseed or flaxseed meal. So this basically just helps to keep all of the ingredients together. It's like a little bit sticky, a little bit gooey, and that has been put in just a couple of teaspoons with some boiling water.
Yep, and you soaked this one too in boiling water.
This was soaked as well. So just put in about a cup and then covered it with boiling water. It all sort of fluffs up, makes it nice and juicy.
Yep.
So we've also got some black beans going in, again, to just add that sort of meaty texture, make it nice and filling.
And it's going to be like a classic cheeseburger, isn't it?
Yes.
That you're going to make today. So
Absolutely.
you've got something here that I find like absolutely amazing. This bag of vegan cheese, it is massive and it was really cheap. So, mate, I might even start buying that one.
You should.
Yes,
Yeah.
but the other ingredients that you're using are just standard ingredients, aren't they, for a cheeseburger?
Yes.
I mean, you've got your lettuce, tomato, pickles, onions, and a bread roll.
Yeah.
All right, Chasca, show us your magic.
Awesome. So I'm just going to start by putting everything into a food processor.
Yep.
Today we're just using like a NutriBullet type thing.
Oh, right, yeah.
And we're just
The
gonna
processor we couldn't find.
It's alright. It'll be
Yeah.
better this way. Okay, so we're going to be adding some spices today. And you can add pretty much whatever you want. But today I'm going to be adding some smoked paprika, some cumin seeds, and cayenne pepper. So I'm going to start with the beetroot. I'm just going to blend everything one by one.
Okay. Now, if you got a food processor, you could do this all together, couldn't you?
Yes, absolutely.
Yes, unfortunately ours wasn't working at the moment.
It wasn't to be.
So you've got, you use a tin of beetroots then, and
Yeah.
you use a whole tin of the beans as well, the black beans?
Yep. This will make a pretty big portion as well. Like you'll probably get, I don't know, 7 patties out of it.
Oh, nice.
So it's pretty good for meal prepping, that sort of thing.
What's this stuff called again?
Textured vegetable protein.
Right, so you got to drain the water out.
Yep.
So what you used was a tin of baby beets,
Yep.
a tin of black beans, about a cupful of,
The TVP, textured vegetable protein.
and a couple of tablespoons of the flaxseed.
Yes, mixed with some water.
Okay. Now the old NutriBullet didn't really do a good job at blending, but well, if you had a food processor, that'd be much better.
It'll be fine.
She'll be right. So we'll just mix it all together now.
Just start with a bit of salt and pepper. And salt. So I'm just putting 2 little scoops in. I'd say that is approximately a teaspoon
Of paprika.
of paprika. And then of the cumin, I'm just going to do a little sprinkle. any amount is fine. And same with this one.
The cayenne pepper.
The cayenne pepper.
Or cyan pepper, as
Cyan.
as the vegans call it.
Okay, and just combine that again. So if it's looking a little bit wet, you can also add something like a bit of flour. That'll just help to absorb the rest of the liquid as well. So I think this is looking fine. So I'm not going to, but if it is looking too runny, just add a little bit of water. Flour.
Flour water.
Flour water.
Yeah.
So we're just using like a nice big flat round pan, and we're going to start it off with some extra virgin olive oil. Spanish.
Oh,
Ooh,
si, señorita.
fancy. And I'm putting a decent amount on, because we're also going to cook the onions here, and I'm going to be melting the cheese onto the burger. And I'm just getting like a heaped spoon. It's nice and thick. This is exactly what we want. Don't want it too sloppy.
Now you did add a little bit of flour to that, didn't you?
I did add a little bit of flour. It was looking a little bit soggy, so
Yeah.
I just added probably about half a cup,
Yep.
just to thicken it up.
No, but they're looking nice and firm.
They are. They're looking pretty good. Everything's holding together, and it looks like they're cooking pretty quickly. Now this is probably looking good to turn.
That wasn't cooking very long. That was only.
No, it was pretty quick.
And the best thing, because it's all vegan, there's no waiting for the meat to get to the right, cooking properly or anything.
Yeah.
You could eat it raw.
You could. Well, that's the great thing about vegan food as well, because you don't have to worry about things going off too quickly. It's a perfect meal for doing like a weekly meal prep.
All right, so these are looking pretty good. So
They
you just,
are.
once they're sort of cooked, you're just taking them off.
Just taking them off, putting them on a plate to rest while we cook the rest of things. A little bit hard to turn. Alright. So now I'm just going to caramelize the onions. So we've got the pan nice and hot from our patties. Don't mind those two, they're a little bit on the burnt side, but we've got plenty of other perfect ones. So I'm just going to chuck them on there. You can sort of separate them a little bit. It'll just speed up the process of the cooking. And we've got heaps of oil. Okay, so we're just going to add some cheese. I've got my massive bag of vegan cheese here, and I'm just going to get a bit of a handful.
That vegan cheese is really tasty.
Oh, come on.
It's a little bit more grainy than the normal cheese, but it's got a really good flavour. It tastes just like proper cheese.
Pretty good. It's nice and melty as well.
Oh, cool.
So a lot of vegan cheese sometimes doesn't melt too well, but this one is the Cheese brand. I believe it's made over in Scotland.
Ah, the Scots.
All the way from Scotland.
Famous for their cheese.
Are they?
No. Well, maybe they are now.
And I'm just going to let that cook. Give the onions a bit of a toss. That is looking amazing. So we've got our cheese melting nicely here. Now I'm just going to speed up the process and flip it over.
Yeah, that cheese looks amazing because it's not like burning or anything. It just seems to melt really well.
It's just coming out really nicely. So I think those onions are looking pretty good now, so I'm going to take them off. So I'm just going to slice the buns and then I'm going to pop them on the plate really quickly just to toast the insides a little bit. So that cheese is nice and sticky.
Yeah, it looks great.
I think we just saved it, so yeah, look at that. I'm just going to pop these on, just with the little bit of remaining oil that we've got. Okay, so now time to put the burger together.
Sweet.
They're just a little bit toasted there from the pan, and I'm going to bring my patties over. Awesome. So I'm just going to start by putting the patties down on the burgers. Now I'm just going to put that little one on and sort of top that on top. And now for our bigger one, then I'm going to put on some tomato and some pickles. And now I'm just going to put bit of lettuce on. So we're just going to add some classic good old barbecue sauce and mustard. And I'm just going to be putting that onto our bare buns here. That's a big one. And that's a small one. There we go. I forgot our lovely caramelized onion. Doesn't that look good? Okay, now it's ready.
And here we have it, Chasca's homemade vegan burger. Now, I can't wait to try it. Actually, I'm really looking forward to it. All right, gotta give this a go. Oh yeah. Oh.
Yeah?
But no, that tastes nice and beefy. It doesn't really have the texture of beef though. That's the sort of thing it's missing. But besides that, it's got a really nice flavour. It's really tasty, and I'm loving the cheese on this.
Good.
And all the other ingredients as well. Chasca.
It's pretty good.
It's no wonder you're my favourite vegan.
Ah.
Well, there you go, Chasca's
Meatless vegan burger.
Yeah, really tasty. And if you're a vegan and you want to try a nice burger recipe, I reckon this one you're going to really enjoy. Anyway, thanks for coming along today, Chasca, and cooking this for us.
Okay.
I've got some links down to Chasca's social medias
Yeah.
down
check
below.
It out.
Her dress shop and all the other things that whatever you're on.
Yes.
Well, thanks for watching, everyone, and I hope you enjoy this burger, and we'll see you next time we cook some vegan. See you then.
Oh yeah, this is great.